when you're getting ready for your Kathak recital, the first thing to do is your hair. Your bun is the first thing you should be working on. Not makeup, not jewelry, not tika. First, the bun. The easiest thing to do is to start by making a slick ponytail. All your hair needs to be pulled back, and you've got this ponytail. Now this ponytail should not be too high or too low. Otherwise, your bun is going to be too high or too low. So the ponytail somewhere in the middle is fine. You just make it nice and tight, and then you pull everything back, hair slick, using hair gel. So use this very generously. I've already applied some, but I'm going to apply a little more. Don't be shy about making sure that any stranglers are nicely pulled back. Otherwise, they'll come in front of the face, they'll mess up your makeup, and it's not a neat look. So make sure that this is nicely gelled back. Behind your ears, you want to make sure the hair is nicely tucked in. So what I use here is your standard pins, and make sure that that's pinned up neatly if needed. If you have long hair and it stays where it's put, that's great. Otherwise, just above your ear, one pin is enough. Don't put too many pins, it'll just poke you, and the kids don't like it. A very well strategically placed pin is better than lots and lots of pins. Just one pin, nice and neat, small size, nothing too big, and that should keep both of these nice and straight. After that, if you've got long hair like Namrata, then you don't need a hair donut. If you have really small hair, then what you do is you pull this through this donut through the hair. But Namrata's is already pretty long, so I'm not going to do that because otherwise the bun becomes too heavy. So I literally take this hair up like a rope and I turn it around. Round, round, round. And I just go around it like this. Take that last portion, I strangle it down all the way so it's nice and thin. Make it round and round as if it was a hair tie. Once I'm done with that, then if I want, I can put a small one. I can put the donut over here if you didn't do it earlier. So you've rolled around the pony and you've got this bun here. A lot of people start putting jura pins, the U pins right away. Don't do that yet. What you want to do is you first want to put your hairnet. This is a typical hairnet. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them from any hair store. They're very, very handy. You can get them different sizes. It doesn't matter what size you get. Main thing is you want to put it around like this. And it's so big that it'll never cover the whole thing. So then you have to make an X, roll it around, and then put it back again. Roll it around and put it back again. When the whole thing is covered like this and it's round, that's when, if you like, you start putting in your U pins. A typical U pin like this. You put in your U pin. I like to put one at the bottom, and then I put one more at the top here. Again, you don't want to poke the child, so two strategically placed U pins should be perfectly fine. Now your bun is ready. Now it's time for gajra. Gajra is usually made with real flowers. We don't use real flowers most of the time because they're not easily available outside of India. So we use something that looks like a collection of flower buds. Take this one here, and then you take it from the top, and then you tie it like this. So here, if you tie these two together, don't be shy about doing a nice tight knot. Do a nice tight knot and keep it as close to the skin as possible. And then you do a second knot on top of it, like this. Okay? And once you've done 2 knots, it should be nice and snug. Now you take all of these and you plug it under the bun. Then you need one more pin, and this time, third pin to stick the knots of the bun of the gajra in. So you take this in, and then you stick this one here, so it sticks out like this from the bottom. That way your bun remains nice and secure. You can keep it as tight or as loose as you like. So that's your typical Kathak bun. Not too high, not too low.